Ni hao. Oh, hi. I'll try a different one. Hold on. Konnichiwa.
Yikes.
Konnichiwa, and what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Shweebs Anime Extravaganza Hyper Mega Podcast. My name's Chase. Joined with me, as always, are my two boys, my loyal lads, Bowden and Austin. What's up, boys? Boys.
What up?
Hello.
Known to the anime universe as the bad boys of the anime podcasting industry. We're here to deliver, and this week I think we're going to do so. Fucking landmark 10th episode. We wanted to do something fun, something crazy, a little quirky, a little quirky. Well, actually, we were too quirky last week. We were ranking quirks, so we're gonna quirk down a little bit, and we're gonna be doing our top 10 anime list. That's it. Just our top 10s. We're gonna be talking about it, hashing it out, and basically talking shit on each other's list and trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if mine's concrete. I think it hurts to do this, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It really hurts to do this. Because, making a list like this is painful. You gotta leave people out. You gotta. I hate putting number values to some of these. Because, my top 5, that's concrete. That's solid. The next 5,
that's what it is.
Pretty interchangeable on some of them. So, but I'm gonna try and commit to this list. So. How do you guys want to do this? Do you want to run down an entire person's list 10 to 1, or do you want to take turns going 10 10 10 and then 9 9 9 and so on and so forth?
Like 10 10 10 if it was up to me.
Yeah, I think that makes the most sense.
Yeah, you guys happy with that? Is that good for you guys?
We literally just said that.
Yeah, that's good. Okay,
Bowden,
cool.
you're
okay,
glowing
Chase?
today,
Bowden's,
by the way.
Bowden's energy is low. I'm trying to get a little higher.
Glowing today.
He is
I just wanted
glowing.
to look at this. Oh my god, radiant energy. I'm loving this.
Wow,
For me.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know if that's sarcasm, but I'm gonna
No,
take it
not
as
at all. You're literally
honest compliment.
Your
Loving
skin
it.
is glowing. It does look like
It
you were
really
near
is.
Chernobyl recently, and you sucked up some sort of radioactive.
It wasn't
energy.
supposed to be a diss, but it sounded like one. That was my bad.
No, you look good. Okay, so how should we go in order here? Cause I'm giddy. I'm fucking giddy, and I'm hype.
I
Who
think
wants to go first here?
Bowden the elitist. I'd like to hear Bowden's first more than anything.
Well, Bowden has said in the days coming up to this, his taste is impeccable, and he hasn't budged an inch on his list. He knew it right when we started, and he said he was prepared. So I kind of want to hear Bowden's first as well. What's your 10 spot, Bo?
I'm still kind of in the middle of deciding between two.
Oh, that doesn't sound the same. Where's that
Whoa.
energy from earlier?
Whoa.
Definitely difficult.
The last 5 are so hard. All right, I can start. If you want to wait and try to figure that out in the next minute. I have a concrete 10th spot, though. My 10th spot is Naruto. I threw Naruto at number 10. It just squeaked onto my list.
Austin is offended immediately.
I knew I was gonna.
So offended.
I knew I was gonna upset you. I knew
I'm
it.
so offended.
It's a top 10. It is a top 10 to me.
And it squeaked into a 10.
It didn't squeak in. I knew it was gonna be in there, but
It's a squeak.
when I was looking at all the other anime I was going to put on this list, I objectively had to put all of the other 9 ahead of Naruto, because I love Naruto. It's a standalone great anime. It lacks in some narrative spots for me. I really dislike the Otsutsuki clan introduction and their entire.
And that's gonna be everything from Shweebs today, guys.
Cancel. An ending to an anime is huge to me, so that's why Naruto falls super low for me right there. The ending sucks balls. That's my 10th spot. Who's up?
Go ahead, Austin.
Well, I put Black Clover in as my 10 spot.
Badaku Kuroko.
Really enjoyed
What?
it. It was good. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of a copy and paste of Naruto, but I really ended up liking the story and liking the character development, and it kind of hit me with a couple plot twists. And I was like, you know what?
Is that anime?
Good.
Is that anime done now? Is Black Clover done officially?
Not like over.
Badaku
They're just
Kudoba?
on a hiatus.
Badaku Kuroko.
It's gonna be
Dude,
like
I
a time.
started. I'm a loyal sub listener. I'd listen to dub if the anime is really bad. I should start Black Clover in dub because I really can't get over Asta's voice
It's
in the
just
first
as
few
bad.
episodes, man. It really kills me.
It's not any better.
It really drains my life, and I take psychic damage every time I hear it. That's solid though. That's a solid contender. That's a big anime. Bowden, over to you. Top 10, number 10. Hit us.
Okay. Let me see here. Here, let me
Don't get too excited.
allow me to share
Ah,
screens because I probably want to use that at some point.
Okay, I will allow.
Since we got the video pod now, it's probably useful to have screen sharing so we can like show reference images and all that kind of stuff. That's great for the video listeners.
I like that. That's good.
That's why we have you on. That's why we have you here, Bowden.
So my number 10, I was going back and forth between either Fate Zero, but I've decided, nah, I'm not gonna. Fate Zero maybe is like 11, but number 10 is Kuroko no Basket, as you can see right here.
Mhm.
Kuroko no Basket. This show is amazing. This is a shonen battle anime, but it takes place on a basketball court. It's amazing. These people have superpowers. Laser beams fly out of their hands. There's a guy that can shoot 3-pointers from full court. There's a guy who can literally predict the movements you're about to make. He has the literal Sharingan. This show is amazing.
How do you beat this team? Are they on the same team?
No, these are different
okay.
teams.
It's insane. They never. I'd throw the ball to the guy that shoots the full court shots every time. Just keep giving them to that guy. Why even play the game? What?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's so good. It really boils down shonen anime into like a massive tournament arc, and just like it does a great job of building tension and like building the power scaling over time throughout the show. And it's so good. It gives you that feel good kind of emotional stuff as far as like team sports goes, and like the competitive nature of it. It's really great. This show's amazing.
I'm trying to find a sports anime to watch. I just don't think I watched you watch Kuroko no Basket. That's just not for me, but it looks pretty cool. Looks all right.
So yeah, I think as far as the 10 slots go, mine is the best one. I think Black Clover.
That's for sure.
Naruto's
Black Clover.
What
you said
about?
Naruto was Naruto's great. Although I guess Naruto's higher on my list, so I guess technically Chase has the best 10 slot.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
But that's just stupid because he should have had his Naruto higher than number 10. That's just blasphemy.
I'm sorry. You cut out there. I couldn't hear you. So we're gonna move on to the 9th spot here. The number 9. Who wants to go first? Should I go first again?
Yeah.
All right, number 9. All right, guys, it's not over yet, and usually endings are big for me. But this anime has already proven that it is a top 10 guaranteed, no matter what. And I had to throw it in here at number 9. It is Demon Slayer. So Demon Slayer is up there. You got to throw Demon Slayer in your top 10. Crazy if it's not in there. It's fucking crazy. And we saw with the movie just how capable this anime series is. What they're going to do. Delicious. Oh my god, the Hashira. So hyped for the Hashira. The way they were building up Muzan as a villain. So yeah, right. I love Tanjiro. I love Nezuko. I love every main character in the show. I love the pacing too. The episode 1, oh my god, one of the best episode 1s I've ever seen in my life. I was drawn in so immediately just by the animation, the narrative, the voice acting's all great. It should be higher on my list maybe, but I'm gonna keep it right there. It is so good. I have to see what else comes from this series, but I'm so hype. I'm so hyped for it. It's so great.
New episode Sunday. It's what
is that when it's starting?
Right... No, so it's after Sunday. It goes into they're just doing episodes of the movie, but this particular episode is what takes place in between the end of season 1 and right as the movie starts.
Oh, so it's canon, something we haven't seen
before.
Yeah. That's awesome. Hype for that. Gotta watch it. So much good anime coming out.
I've heard a lot about the Red Light District arc from the manga and how like great it is. So I'm excited for season 2. Season 2 is probably going to be.
I can't wait, man.
Pops off apparently, and I'm ready for it.
This is way too high. Chase, this is way too high on the list. Like this is maybe a top 20 anime or top 30, but this is not a top 10 anime.
Are you kidding me?
Wow!
It's
got one season, and the season is good.
So,
but there's like
there were other animes that had 12 episodes that are higher on my list that have one season that are made that have
that's fair.
That have finished in 12 episodes that were just perfect to me. So I can't even.
That's
one
true.
one
That's a good-
season to me is enough to put it on the list for me. I really want to see where it ends, but they did this first season so spectacularly that I had to throw it in my top 10. I'm itching to see the next season. All right, boys. Austin.
All right.
Well, so number 9 was tough because, you know, it had the potential to be higher. It had so much
They all
potential.
do.
I picked Tokyo Ghoul as my number 9. And the reason it's not higher, that was one of my favorite animes ever. Now, the reason it's not higher is because of the poor the dropping of the proper transition between season 2 and 3.
Yeah.
They just leave out what is the equivalent of like an entire chapter of events, and you just pick up at the end of what happens in that chapter. Either way, though, fantastic. Loved the first 2 seasons and all of the seasons too. It's just, you know, that transition really ruined the anime. And if I was going off manga, they did it perfectly. I really enjoyed it. That was a good story, really good character development, pretty dark. Probably one of the first of like 3 of my favorite like darker animes. Really liked it.
Yeah, if we went off of manga, none of this would be as accurate as I probably would imagine. I'm sure we're gonna have manga fans that are screaming at us right now how wrong we are.
Tokyo Ghoul, loved Kaneki, loved all of it.
Now season 1. Now was season 2 the one where it ended with spoiler guys, with Kaneki carrying off his friend and the music comes in. That dude,
it was so good.
I was a newborn baby crying for 2 hours. Okay, not that long. I was crying for so long at the end of that season. Oh god, it really is a good 2 seasons. It really
is
butchered the
They didn't butcher the 3rd season. It's because
I
you don't know what the
started
fuck was going on.
It was.
And I had to look it up.
That's called butchering the 3rd season.
They butchered it though. That's what I mean.
The transition between them is what I think.
Well,
butchered, not the season itself.
That's fine.
And the most overhyped theme song of all fucking time.
You're a fucking idiot.
And the best opening song of
Such
all
a
time.
good. You guys know the rest. All right, Bowden, number 9. Hit us with your, what is it? A sports anime? What's your next one? Another sport.
Man, I wish there was another sports anime. My number 9 is One Punch Man.
I thought you were typing One Piece. I was gonna flip out. I was like, what?
Yeah, right.
What a twist.
Nah. This show is just literally nonstop fun. Like that's really what it is.
Yeah.
It's not some deep emotional anime. It's just raucous action and awesome comedy. Just all mixed into one awesome little bag of fun. I love this anime.
How do you not like his face too? Look at that.
I know, it's amazing.
One of the greatest fights in all of anime is Saitama versus the Fly as well.
Yes, just an amazing moment. That Fly is never defeated throughout as far as season 1 and 2. Maybe in the future we'll see the Fly come back. But you never know.
Yeah, I did just finish season 2 officially the other day. I almost finished it before. I only had like 2 episodes that I didn't finish, but it really is just fun. That's what it is. You explained it really well. Like it's just, the fighting is oh man, I love the hero system.
It's a great when you've watched as much like battle shonen anime that like we've watched. One Punch Man, you really appreciate on that level of it being a parody of all the other ones, and it just taking these cliches and tropes and just making fun of them and making fun of itself at the same time, but also indulging in the cliche and tropes themselves.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? It's such a smart, clever, fun show.
I get tingles when the animation changes on Saitama, like you can see right there for the video people. Like when it changes from his goofy normal face to him being serious, I literally get tingles every time. It's like, oh, he's serious now. Like, so good. It is good. It is good.
Which is kind of funny because he'll have this face when he's about to go into battle. When he's like, you know, or when they do a serious mode, but that's not actually serious. But when he's in battle, he really just looks like this, and then he's just
trying to figure out what's happening the whole time. It's like, is this martial arts?
Bro, in like episode 3 or 4 or 5, I forget, in season 2, when they build up Garo, and then Garo finally meets Saitama in a street, and Garo like is about to fight him, but Saitama's like, dude, get away from me, and just karate chops him into the ground.
Yeah. Or when
The
he
main villain of season 2.
Yeah, when he sees King standing when Saitama's walking with King, and Garo's like, "This is my chance to attack King." It goes to strike King, and then Saitama just kicks him away like nothing. He's knocked out through a wall, and he's like, "Who was that guy? Was that a burglar?"
Was that a burglar?
They just keep walking. They're like, "I don't know."
So good.
Yeah, it's a good anime. I can't wait to see more.
Amazing anime. As far as number 9s, I'd say mine was the best number 9 again.
Demon Slayer. Are you gonna do that to Demon Slayer though? They're really.
I mean,
good.
One Punch Man is better than Demon Slayer.
One Punch Man is, well, that's a joke, but it's a great anime. They're really similar to me. One Punch Man was one of the anime that barely squeaked out of my top 10. It's right on the cusp there, but I didn't throw it in there. But now number 8, a number closer to 1. My number 8.
Nice. Well played.
Inching ever closer. Number 8 for me, Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Number 8.
That is my
eight?
number 8.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
Naruto at 10, and then Demon Slayer at 9, and now Fullmetal Alchemist at 8.
This list makes no fucking sense.
It doesn't.
So I understand. I most recently watched Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's fresh in my mind. It's a great S tier anime. I just it is great. The story and everything's fantastic. I just couldn't get in. I wasn't as excited about watching each episode as I was a bunch of these other anime on my list. And credit where credit is due. It's an S tier anime. I'm not gonna lie, and I feel you guys glaring at me, but it is up there for me. You know, to squeak onto my top 10. You know, it should be honored. You guys should be honored I even threw it on the list, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. Main character wise, they're great. I just feel like they were lacking a little something. Maybe I don't know what the story was lacking for me, but it was beautiful. I love their bond.
That's the answer to your question. It was lacking fucking nothing.
You know what? It was lacking. I needed more Wrath. I needed more King Bradley, I think. And
You're fucking stupid.
I didn't get enough of Bradley, maybe. I don't know.
Why you gotta have all those types of characters? Why's that gotta be your thing?
It's great. It's a good anime, but it is number 8. It is number 8 on my list, and I stand by it. And I've said it, and it has been spoken.
Yeah, you guys know Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, only one notch better than Demon Slayer. Famous Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, slightly better than Demon Slayer.
Just a smidge.
It is number 8 to me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't like the power scale. There's no power scaling in it, so that kind of was whack a little bit.
Kind of power scaling.
No, there isn't at all.
Yeah, what?
No, there isn't.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? What power scale?
What do you think? What do you mean by power scaling?
It's just that you know alchemy, and that's it. And the people that were stronger, yeah, that's exactly it. There's no power scaling. It's just that they know alchemy, and if you don't know alchemy, you don't know alchemy.
No, what are you talking about? You just described. Oh yeah, in Naruto they have chakra, and if you don't have chakra, you don't have chakra. Like
Right.
What?
No, but there's also
It's just how people use chakra.
There's also elements, and there's elements, and there's
No, that's
jutsu,
chakra.
ninjutsu, genjutsu. What are you talking about?
That's all chakra. You use chakra for those
taijutsu's
things.
not chakra based. What are you talking about?
When do people use taijutsu later on in Naruto?
Every fight ever. The last fight with Naruto Sasuke. Every fight when they throw hands.
It's all laser. They
Kakashi
throw laser
versus
beams by the
Obito.
end of the show. It's
What do you-
laser beams and
That
fucking
is true.
hyper beams.
Half the fights are taijutsu. What? Go back and watch Naruto, Bowden. It's
Oh my
literally they
God.
start every single fight
You know
throwing
what?
hands. It's awesome.
I just might go
If-
back and watch Naruto.
I'm confused because when by power scaling, I mean that like the power will increase slowly over the course of the show. Like Naruto has a power scaling problem where
I guess what I'm
eventually people are too powerful and it's just kind of a ridiculous Dragon Ball Z fight by the end of Naruto. But in Fullmetal Alchemist, people get progressively stronger as they learn new techniques and as they battle stronger opponents.
I guess what I'm saying is that there's no scaling in this. It's just you know alchemy or you don't know alchemy.
Yes, there is scaling.
There isn't though.
Chase, so are you saying?
Oh, sorry. Let me acknowledge the Philosopher's Stone. So there also is a life hack where if you have a Philosopher's Stone, you're like infinitely stronger and stuff. Yeah, I can understand that. But
the first episode when they
the
fight the Ice
combat
Alchemist, do you think that's similar to when Alphonse fights both Pride and the other guy at the same time with the Philosopher's Stone? And they're like, it's like a 2v1 battle, and then Heinkel comes in.
Well, that's because they're made of Philosopher's Stones, so it's like that's a little different. But I mean, like alchemy.
But it's alchemy.
Between them, Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all just.
How about the final? How about the final
Go to
battle
your
of
number
father and
8.
everyone?
I don't.
That's what I thought.
I'm not taking any more questions at this time.
I'm not
bullshit.
taking.
I honestly might raise it to number 9. I think I might put Demon Slayer ahead of it now with all this conversation. I'm upset. So,
All right,
it's
Austin.
sitting at
What's your number 8, Austin? us with it.
So my number 8 was Jujutsu Kaisen.
Ooh,
Absolutely
what?
loved it.
New kid on the
Absolutely
block.
loved it. Absolutely loved it.
All shonen so
think
far.
Yeah, I mean I'm a big shonen guy.
I meant all of us.
Yuji Megumi and well actually no, Itadori his first name's hard. Fushiguro and Kugasaki, the main squad are just so dope. It's actually one of the coolest things for me because all of the female characters are really sick. There's no like whack no like Sakura type characters in the show. Everybody has their own like thing. Gojo's OP. I mean, the best eyes in all anime of all time. Just never gonna win on that
Beautiful.
one.
Yeah,
Loved it.
this baby blue, amazing, gorgeous little eyes.
I mean, there's a character in the show that can literally say things and then they happen. Like he could just say stop moving, and you have to stop. You just stop moving. I mean, that's so,
I love that ability. That's a
it's
great.
so
That's
sick.
awesome.
It is like
What's
What's that guy's name? Do
unapologetic.
you remember that guy's name?
Inumaki.
Inumaki. Yeah.
It really is just a shonen through and through. They don't fuck around in Jujutsu Kaisen.
It's pretty
Like,
straightforward.
It's just
too.
yeah,
Love it.
they're throwing hands all the time, and that's
I
what's
love
up.
that. And the
Pretty
fight
good.
animations are crazy. The fights themselves just keep amping up every time they fight. I loved it. I mean, it's pretty fight oriented. There's not a lot of like plot quite yet. The first season was pretty just fight based, but from what I understand, season 2 is going to be really heavy on like further character development, which is cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind more character development. That would be cool. And I like what you said about the female characters because like there is a lot of sexism as far as like anime goes. We see it all the time, especially with like the concept of fan service.
Yeah,
But like
I don't think there was
when you
any
have
in that.
so when I see like really cool, well-written female characters that are just cool on their own, not because like they're women or like they're just cool. Like what's the main girl's name? Fucking
Kugisaki.
Nobara.
Kugisaki
Yeah.
Nobara.
She's awesome. She's
And
absolutely
Maki with
badass.
all the weapons and shit. She's so
Maki.
sick.
Maki's,
I dig
Yeah,
Maki.
yeah.
She's
Cool.
cool as hell.
Maki's cool.
Hell yeah.
That's a good anime. New
Yeah,
dog on the block.
I enjoyed watching it. It's just like it was just very like it wasn't bad. It was just kind of middle of the road as for like in my opinion. That's maybe why it
That's
wouldn't
fair.
be on my list.
Yeah.
But I
think
respect
once
anyone who
season
likes
2
it.
Once season 2 comes out, I think I'll have a better, it might move around a little bit. Could go lower, could go higher on the list. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good, guys. So I had the best 8 as well. I'm pretty much on a streak right now.
Fuck you guys.
I'm on a
I
fucking
didn't even say my
streak.
8, Chase.
Oh yeah. Okay, Bowden, what's yours or whatever?
Oh man.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, you jumped the gun because mine is the actual best number 8. It's Dr. Stone.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Yes.
I feel like anybody who has seen Dr. Stone at the very least likes it, and I don't see how anyone could disparage the show. It's
Oh
just
my
really
God.
awesome fucking storytelling.
Killer hair.
Oh yeah, just epic. Kind of Yu-Gi-Oh-esque hair.
He's beautiful.
But yeah, Dr.
Senku.
Stone, super awesome show. I cry like every other episode. I'm like tearing up at this show. I don't know how they do it. I think it has a lot to do with the OST because the music in the show is some of the best music you'll hear in anime ever.
Very
it's just really
jazzy.
emotional stuff. And I think because of the concept of the story, it kind of lends itself to being really emotionally compelling because of just like the kind of the plight of these people that they have the struggle they have to go through and like the task in front of them for at least Senku and everybody else. It's like, man, the burden it's pretty wild. And like that, it's just such a good show. It's so fucking good. And I'm so excited for season 3 coming out. Looks like they're gonna go overseas and start traveling, and I don't know what the fuck they're gonna find in this world.
Oh yeah.
now because
no idea.
I guess seems like they're leaving Japan, like the Japan area. So I don't know what the fuck is out there. Who knows if the rest of the world is as collapsed as it is in Japan? I'm assuming we have to assume it is, but who the fuck knows? Who knows if somebody else woke up somewhere else and tried to restart civilization like Senku is.
Can imagine like America is probably like they immediately made guns and they're like killing each other. Like,
So I haven't watched a ton of it yet, not because I don't like it, just haven't. So what are they on, season 2 now?
Season 1 had like 23 episodes, season 2 had like 12, and now we're waiting for season 3.
It's top of the backlog because I just keep hearing really good things. It is something I might start.
it's hilarious too. It's not like a typical shonen. I love how unique it is. Like Bowden nailed that. It's like it's
very
not
unique.
just like a typical shonen where it's just like the same character tropes over and over. Like it's just such a unique story as well. Like the apocalypse and stuff. Oh, it is very good. I'm super hyped for season 3.
Like one of the coolest things about it, Austin, I'll tell you, like this was a really neat thing. I didn't even like it kind of threw me for a loop. Like I feel like the premise, the idea that like humanity was all turned to stone, and because of that civilization collapsed. And about, I'd say like 3,000 years have passed since the collapse, and then Senku wakes up and starts
I watched
to try
the first 3 episodes with you guys. I just don't
made
remember.
you
what
Oh,
I
okay.
watched after. So I know like they all wake up, or a couple of them wake up and start rebuilding and stuff like that. It looked sick.
Exactly.
I really like the concept. I just got wrapped up in a bunch.
You learn a lot from it too. It actually teaches you quite a bit.
But yeah, one of the cool things is like people throughout the 3,000 years or whatever, some people woke up sooner than Senku, like maybe 2,000 years ago. And those people who woke up and decided to have kids, those kids are born in a world that they didn't know the modern world when they were born. So to them, they're almost like caveman-esque. And like Senku meets a lot of these people who have no knowledge of what the modern world used to be like. So there's kind of like the modern day people waking up, and then also other people who just only know this like kind of primitive world. And it's like a really interesting dynamic in the show. Just like that's one of the things I really like about it.
Yeah.
It's a really cool.
Very
good
dope.
animation wise too. Really
Oh,
interested
hell
in
yeah.
watching it.
Oh, for sure.
Hell yeah. All right, that was a decent number 8, Bowden. I'm glad you shared that
It's a
with
great
us.
number. Probably the best number 8 of the 3. I'd say.
I'm
Potentially?
win a number.
I'm glad you shared it with us. Thank you.
Even let
moving-
me see Jujutsu Kaisen pictures, you sickos.
Yeah, he just Googled.
No, I definitely
sleeping.
did. Remember? I
Sleeping.
definitely.
You're a piece of shit.
I showed that.
Oh, you're sick.
And then he was like, "Yeah, no, it's a good anime. I respect anyone who likes it."
Yeah. I got like the most mature answer from Bowden I've ever gotten on anything,
Yeah.
and then he just
Trolled you
dissed me.
visually.
Yeah.
All right, number 7, going
a conundrum.
around. I'm hyped for 7 because you guys haven't seen it. Oh,
Mine just I've been joking around how mine's the best 10, mine's the best 9. I don't see how you guys are gonna beat my 7 as far as your 7.
That's fine.
There's no fucking way.
you can't. It's fine because you haven't seen it, so it doesn't matter. My number 7
wow.
spot is called Another. It is
Ashton.
a horror anime. I got Ashton into it. It is
Wow.
a horror themed anime with 12 episodes. It came out in like 2012 or something, or around there.
Oh,
I looked it up earlier.
nice.
I looked it up earlier. But yeah, nice Bowden. But
There it is again.
it centers around like this mystery that occurred 25 or 26 years ago in this classroom at the school where a student died, and the basic synopsis is that like the students continued to see a ghost of this girl. They pretended that she was alive throughout school to like kind of cope with it. They would like look at the chair and be like, "Oh, she's still there." Like, then they like appreciate, like kind of honor her memory in that way. Well, in doing so, they believe that they created a ghost of her in a sense, so much so that the classroom is kind of cursed by this memory of her, by this ghost of her. Fast forward 26 years. You take place with the main student who just transferred here, and he kind of joins that classroom, class 3A or whatever, and he begins encountering this mystery and unraveling this mystery that unfolds in the classroom around the death of this girl and what actually happened. And I guess it's a really I can't really explain it that well because it's pretty complicated to explain.
No,
But-
you're doing fine explaining it. Austin sent a fucking meme in the chat. That's why I'm
what a
laughing.
dick. It's one of those 12 episode bangers that I love. It's terrifying. I love horror cinema, so when I first stumbled across this, I was really excited. I was like, "Oh, sweet, like an enthralling horror anime that I could watch." and it really does a good job of building suspense and being genuinely scary, because you don't see that in anime ever. You don't like, you're never actually scared
really
of
don't.
anything. You're just, yeah, like, you know, the villain's gonna lose typically. uh it Oh my god, the deaths in the show, everything surprises you. And my favorite thing about it, I am, like I said before, the ending to an anime is a lot to me. It has such a beautiful twist at the end that it like, my mouth was open ajar like for minutes when I rewatched the show. Like, almost immediately, I was like so obsessed with it. It's really good. I'm actually due for a rewatch. I should rewatch it again so I could explain it better to everybody.
Stop doing that and power through the backlog.
My backlog's too thick and girthy, dude. Another is so sick though. If anybody's looking for one of those, like, just a horror anime that'll keep you on the edge of your seat, like a mystery that you can watch, very good, very, very good.
I can't comment a lot on it just because I haven't seen it, but I do know that like the horror genre is pretty lacking in anime. There probably should be more of them, because I know people
Chainsaw
like
Man's
horror.
gonna blow it open though.
Chainsaw Man might be the catalyst to seeing a lot more horror based anime. That's for sure.
We're so close.
I'm excited to watch it. I hope it's fucking good.
We are so close to Chainsaw Man coming out, bro. We're
looks so
so
good,
close
too.
to so much anime coming out.
Mappa's a hog, dude.
They are.
Mappa might be trying to gobble up those horror anime. Like, maybe they're gonna go that route. They got Jujutsu, and it's not really horror, but it's like
Darker, yeah.
So who knows? Maybe that's what they're gonna try and fill that void.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Watch another, guys.
Infinite Void.
Oh, yeah. That's good. Baby blue eyes. All right, Austin. Number 7. Coveted
So
spot.
I definitely have the best number 7. I'm just gonna drop it out there right now. Drop it into the ether. It is Bleach.
Okay.
Oh,
Fair. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
all right.
It hit the mark. It's like what Jujutsu Kaisen is totally taking from.
Clock.
Nice. Oh, that's good. No, it hit. I mean, I'm so excited. And you know what? After the new the 1,000-year blood war arc, I think they're calling it. It could very well move up into a top 5 for me
if it ever comes out.
It is.
Yeah,
definite.
no, it is definitely. Yeah, it's coming out, guys.
Everything. I mean, the Aizen fight is just to date one of the sickest transformations I've ever seen in like that show specifically. It just was, out of all the ones that you see beforehand. Like, I mean, look at that image right
Yeah,
there.
you really don't have to say much about this anime. It's like been known for a long time as like one of the titans of the community and stuff. It was one of the original the top 3s or whatever they called them.
The big three.
The big 3.
Yeah.
Show. I'll finish it eventually. It's on the backlog somewhere.
It's ridiculous.
God,
It's so
Kenpachi
exciting.
is
Like,
so raw.
I'm so excited for the show to come back.
Fucking same. Dude.
It's not in
10
like
years.
I know, right? It's not in like my top 10 or anything. It's probably because it's just a battle anime. Like, it does battles great, and it has a lot of cool looking characters and a lot of cool abilities, but there's not a lot of like emotion in the show. I have found, like, it's not great as far as storytelling goes.
They do a
I'm
couple
upset
really good
with that comment
things
because...
in that show. I mean, the whole thing with Ichigo trying to get Orihime back from fucking, wow, God, I'm drawing a blank. That whole
Ukiura
fight. There we go.
Ukiura is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, that whole fight was super like emotionally riveting, in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, there's moments where there's not no emotion, but I
think
feel
it's
like
the fights have the emotion. Like, it's not like a plot and then you feel it. It's like what's happening within the fight and why, which is different, because normally there's like something that, like, I don't know, it doesn't always happen that way.
Look at Kenpachi right there.
That's a fucking poster.
Fucking
you guys don't even know who this guy is yet.
Fun fact:
man.
his
Looks like a
English dub
toad.
voice is Jiraiya's English dub voice.
Yeah, it's awesome. Bleach should be watched in English. For anyone who hasn't watched it, watch it in English. Trust me,
For sure.
Okay.
it is superior.
Bowden, what is yours? Number 7 spot.
Number 7. My number 7, easily the best of the 3 of our 7s, is Mob Psycho 100.
Right. Yeah. That's a good one.
Talk about Mob Psycho again.
No, that's a good choice.
I never talk about it.
But
Mob
every other
Psycho-
day he
Mob-
comes downstairs like, "Hey, Mob Psycho, you ever see?" I was like, "Yeah, Puddin, go ahead."
So
talk to me
good.
about
Have
Mob
you not
Psycho."
watched
Serious.
it?
No.
Chase has not
Oh,
watched it.
You're garbage.
It's in
so
his
fucking
backlog,
good.
and he'll get
So
to it at
fucking
some point because he needs to watch it. Mob Psycho, created by the creator of One Punch Man. Amazing, kind of very much similar to One Punch Man in that. Wow, yikes!
That's just
Yeah,
wrong.
sorry. I just took- I
Also,
just took
shout
a
out-
shit.
Shout out to Mob because he's the logo for our podcast. Liddy, right?
Not exactly though, guys, and you can't sue us for that.
But yeah, Mob Psycho 100 is a great. It's got just top tier animation. It's one of the most unique looking anime you will ever see. There's really no other anime that looks like it visually. It's incredibly visually interesting. Really cool like characters. Amazing comedy. I mean, if you like the One Punch Man comedy, you will love the comedy in Mob Psycho. Also, it's got really interesting like allegories to like mental health and issues regarding that, like with Mob. There's a lot of like cool character development with Mob, and like because Mob has like a deep psychosis in the show. He's very, very traumatized and very complex, like mentally and emotionally. And you see him grow as a person a lot throughout the 2 seasons, and that's really interesting to see. And yeah, he's extremely overpowered in the show, so you get just epic fights when Mob decides to step in and go ham on people.
The numbers are so hype in that show too. That was what my favorite thing of that whole show was like whenever the numbers start to pop up on the screen,
when his number ticks up.
Oh my god! Like yes.
Yeah, like somebody bullies Mob for a second, and it goes from like 27% to 34%. It's like, oh, Mob's getting heated. Oh!
Dude, I mean, what's diagonally down to the left? That particular photo is perfect from the one that you have.
Oh, this one?
The animation does look awesome,
That
dude.
shit.
The colors, I
God.
love the colors from what I've seen that
Yeah.
it uses. It's like a whole spectrum of like, it just looks beautiful.
I like it more than One Punch Man though, and I like
That's a
the
joke.
humor
I do too.
in Mob Psycho and
insane.
like everything about it, but just One Punch Man. I like One Punch Man. It's just I would watch Mob Psycho again before I'd watch One Punch Man again.
No, I agree. It's higher on my list than One Punch Man. It is a better story. It's got better comedy. It's way more compelling than One Punch Man. But it's fucking absolutely bonkers. And Reagan Arataka, Mob's like kind of mentor / scam artist in the show,
Phenomenal.
is in my top 3 anime characters of all time. I adore that man.
What?
He's
I've
hilarious.
watched like 3
I'll
or
give
4
you that.
episodes, and he's funny, but like top 3 characters of all time.
He's
You
actually
have
pretty
Chase.
dope once
What
you
are you
finish it. Like
simping?
he's a cool dude when you finish the whole thing.
You have no
Father
idea,
figure
like
type.
he strolled like what cemented him is amazing, and this is a spoiler for the end of season 1, but this show is like really old, so fuck you if you haven't seen it. Like imagine like any kind of climactic battle in the end of an anime that is like hype and exciting that we've seen, like, you know, Madara versus like the fucking Shinobi Alliance, like shit like that, right? And imagine Reagan walking into that massive battle as a normal human with no powers and just going like, hey guys, knock it off, like this is just childish, you guys are being childish. And it just works, and that's how the enemies are defeated, and it's amazing. It's absolutely fucking badass, and Reagan is amazing.
Yes.
Best con artist of all time.
Very
Yeah.
good.
That's a fact.
The power of being a human.
He's also got the most special moves of any anime character ever.
He
Every
does.
move he does is one of his special moves.
Super special, whatever. I'm
Like
oh, this is
he'll
so
like
funny.
he'll like uppercut a guy and be like, "This is Reagan's special move," where he uppercuts a ghost in the jaw. It's like,
It's so funny.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
It is a great anime. I could concede on. It's tough, but I could concede on Bleach. That anime was so sick.
Moving on to
Thank you.
number
Thank you.
6. Good job, everybody. Good job on 10 through 7 so far. We have a lot more to go through. Number 6, My Hero Academia.
Nice.
That's where I threw it on the
Nice.
list. Got to put it on the list, man. Especially with the end of season 5 that just occurred. It really inspired me and got me back into the anime a lot. Like because I put it off for a little while. I didn't watch all of season 5 as it was coming out. I let it build up and then I binged it. But this show, it's just like it makes you cry happy tears all the time. Every episode or every other episode, I'm like happy crying all the time. I love Midoriya. I love the hero system. I love all the quirks and the dynamic like fighting and everything. The voice acting in Japanese is so fucking awesome. Bakugo's amazing. I stand for that right there, that group of three right there, Midoriya, Todoroki, and Bakugo. I stand for them. We all do. Oh my god, and it's only gonna get better now that we've seen spoiler everybody, but now that we've seen like the Liberation Front or whatever get enveloped by the League of Villains, like oh my god, now there's actually like a serious threat here. Oh man. Oh god, it is really good. And the animation's always good. It does everything a shonen should do correctly while being narratively interesting. So, gotta throw on the list.
Hell yeah.
Dory is such
Austin, what do you got?
Such a great main character.
Well, so this one was tough. But I also had My Hero in there, which is funny. That's exactly where
That's
I
six?
put My Hero.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It was close to being something else, and I had to omit something from the list, and I'm not super happy about it yet, but it just on preference. I
You
left
can't
it.
put
I
Naruto twice, Austin. We're just to
No,
Oh, is it was it
I
bored?
had-
Oh
No.
yeah.
But it was good. I fucking love My Hero. I mean, I have a giant My Hero poster in my room. Like
It's fantastic.
it's phenomenal. Every single just the character development is just nuts.
It's
like just
funny too,
bonkers.
man. It's so funny too. It's like it hits every note for me. It's sad, funny, inspirational.
And they're really
Combat-wise, it's
amping
so
up on like
appealing.
the emotional, darker content, which is not at all what I expected them to start delving into,
Oh,
like
yeah,
with
it
the
got
villain
dark.
arc at all. I mean, not that this
Kuroko.
wasn't like at all dark ever, but they really went dark with that, and I kind of fuck with that, you know.
Oh yeah. Great anime, great spot. Bowden, number 6.
My number 6 is Minland Saga.
Ah, yes.
One of the most emotionally compelling stories I've ever seen as far as anime is concerned. It's so good. The characters are so interesting. The show is so deep and like, oh, it's just fucking. I don't even know what else to say about it. It's so fucking good.
Say nothing.
Like,
That's fine. No, well, keep going.
I know. I just say like to kind of since you guys haven't seen it, I would compare Thorfinn, the main character here, to kind of like he's kind of a Sasuke-esque character. Like he suffers a trauma early on, and we kind of see him fall. He's just kind of this hardened, angry, bitter at the world character for the whole first season. And it's kind of like imagine if like instead of Itachi killing his family and then like leaving and letting Sasuke burrow by himself, imagine if like he took Sasuke with him and just like was always like with Sasuke, and Sasuke was just angry at him the entire time and constantly trying to kill Itachi while they're traveling and shit like that. It's kind of like that. Like Thorfinn like follows around the man who killed his father, this guy, and like constantly tries to kill him and like just duel him to avenge his father the entire time. And they build on this relationship between him and Thorfinn, and it's so fucking interesting. And it's in a Viking setting as well, so that's just cool as hell.
This one's been high on the backlog it's like the next one on my backlog. I'm currently barreling through Code Geass and Steins Gate, and what else did I start? Oh, and Promised Neverland right now, but season 2. But this one is like next for me.
Yeah, you should watch it.
It looks sexy. All right, we're getting down to the meat of the list here, guys. This is the truth. I was fucking around for those last 5. It wasn't even really that serious. This next part, this right here, the top 5, we're getting into it now.
All right,
So,
shoot, top 5.
Top 5, number 5, Attack on Titan. It made my top 5. It is. I recently binged the rest of what I stopped watching, and it is unequivocally.
Type in the real
It is
thing,
Bowden.
Don't
Seriously,
do
you
that.
can't even. You're just stupid for ignoring this one. It is
Oh, you're sick.
unequivocally one of the greatest stories ever told in anime. I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
it really is.
Absolutely.
Every single episode, you are left on like the edge, like really just on the edge here, waiting for what the
Nice.
fuck is going to happen. Yeah, and look at the glow up that Aaron had from the time skip. Aaron is so
Where's
sick.
the image that
Well, you
everyone
typed
shared?
Daddy Aaron, so that won't.
Yeah. You need to get away
see
from
his,
Daddy
you're gonna see
Aaron.
his
That's what
father.
you call him. Here,
You're gonna see his actual father. Chad Aaron yet?
Chad.
Okay. Nope.
Yeah, this image.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, I mean that's
so
the one.
raw. So Attack on Titan just really is it. That's what it is. It's a Titan of an anime. The combat, everything, the story, the characters. Like I don't even know what to say. One of my favorite characters of all time, Erwin Smith, is in this anime, and oh my god, I don't even know what to say for this. We've all seen it. If you're listening to this podcast, I'm just gonna assume you saw it, or at least started watching. And if you haven't, do yourself a favor, stop listening to this podcast and go watch it. It's so raw, dude. I can't wait for the last half of the season for it to like hit us too. It's coming out in a few months. Oh my god.
Mm,
Oh, oh, look at it.
I just can't wait.
I can't, dude. Oh, I can't even. I stand it so hard.
God, he looks so hard.
And I was like, dropped this
Does look
anime
hard.
for a little bit during the when Kenny was introduced and all that whole part with the king.
That was
kinda-
good, though.
I dropped it for a little bit. Yeah, I don't know what disinterested me for a little bit. I think I just dropped it because I was doing other shit, and I fucking picked it back up. I rewatched the whole season, and I was like, why the fuck did I stop this? I can't even believe I
Nobody
stopped it.
knew.
I was like, I have
Nobody knew.
absolutely no understanding of what made me drop it in the first place. It was dumb of me. Oh god, everybody watch it, please. All right, rant over. Number 5, Austin, hit us.
I have Hunter x Hunter in at number 5. I think everything about that show was great. I just pray to the anything, pray to anyone and anything that it comes back someday. I loved it. It was great. Everything about every character was sick as fuck. That character was sick as fuck.
Got the logo on
Um,
the arm right there. Hunter x Hunter, amazing
It
anime.
was also really good at like the emotional side of things. There was a really tasteful amount of it, and it gets kind of dark and really sad for quite a bit of it. So it was dope. Loved it. Definitely deserves the number 5 spot for me.
Oh, and there is one of the best anime characters of all time.
Of course.
Hisoka is just the goat of the show.
Killua's backstory, like his family life, was really like
Zoldycks are awesome.
dark and interesting, and I really liked. I mean, the characters themselves were all hard as fuck too, like in his Zoldyck family or clan rather.
Yeah, but a family of assassins, you got to be hard. Be
Yeah.
hard to hang.
Yeah, Hunter x Hunter is fucking top tier. It's
We're gonna
amazing.
have a few of these similar in the top 5, I would imagine, because Hunter x Hunter's in there for me.
Yeah.
too, so.
Why can't Hunter x Hunter come back, please?
I
Please,
know.
God,
Well, he's
stop
sick, I
being
think,
sick.
still.
Just stop being sick.
Sickness.
No, I mean the anime. Like, there's still stuff to make. The manga is farther ahead in the anime where the anime stopped. Someone could animate the fucking Dark Continent arc.
Dude, if we got the Dark
Yeah.
Continent, I would cry.
Like, what
I'd
the
cry
fuck?
Tears. All right, Bowden, number 5. What do you hit us with it? What just squeezed into your top 5, Bowden?
Mine was higher. Well, I think Austin's is higher still, but mine is Naruto for Crockett in the top 5.
Very
Take
good.
the win. Still way better than Chase's abysmal placing.
Yeah, it was like number 10 or something for Chase.
Yeah, was 10.
Yeah.
Now there's a lot of
Sweet
flaws with the Naruto
lot of
anime.
filler.
A lot of flaws. There's a lot of filler, and even in non-filler, the Toei or Studio Period, I think, does it. They decide that they love flashbacks, and they will flashback the living fuck out of an episode, and sometimes that is really fucking annoying.
That's the entire episode.
And that's why the Naruto wouldn't be higher on my list, because there are serious flaws. But when Naruto is good, it's top tier, amazing godliness, amazingness, perfection, like rock hard erection, throbbing cock, great. It's fucking, it's
Yes.
we're gonna put that on a shirt.
it's like, man, I tear up at just rewatching scenes in this fucking show. When it's good, it's amazing, and when it's good or when it's great, it's the best shit you'll ever see in anime. Especially it's one of those long running shows, so by that point, when you've gotten used to characters, they built them up over time, and like it satisfies you on that kind of level. But yeah, Naruto number 5.
Very good. Very, very good. I appreciate that. Number 4 is
Fuck
Hunter.
Boruto. Number 4. Go ahead.
Number 4 for me is Hunter x Hunter.
Garbage.
We already talked
Oh,
about
okay.
it.
Number
okay.
4.
Number
Nice.
4. It's we don't have to talk too much about it again, but it's one of the most perfect anime out there. I love every
is.
character. I love the drawing. I love the story is so fun and adventurous, man. It's so like, oh my god, everything about it is so fucking fantastic. I almost dropped the anime when it got to the Chimera Ant arc, guys, and boy oh boy was I wrong, because I started watching that again. I was like, because I originally I was like, this is goofy. I was like, they're ants. I was like, this is kind of goofy, guys. But then I started watching it again. And I was like, honestly, this is what the show's of. This is what the world is. Like the world is just crazy, whimsical. This shit can happen. And then I looked up. Then I learned about the Dark Continent. I was like, okay, the whole world is pretty fucking nutty. Like, oh god, it is just such a fucking beautiful anime. The climax.
And just so everyone knows, Hunter x Hunter, if you start it, it's got a little bit of a slow start, but once it gets going, Hunter x Hunter literally does not have any downtime.
Yeah.
It is literally, there's no filler. It is every episode is progressively better than the previous one for about 150 episodes straight. It just literally just ramps up over and over and over again.
Start off with one of my favorite, I guess you could call it maybe not a tournament arc, but it's like kind of a tournament. It is. It's kind of a tournament arc, yeah. Like the Hunter exams it starts with a fucking tournament arc. Who doesn't love tournament arcs? It's so awesome, dude. God, you get to meet all these cool people and characters. Oh my god. Nen is awesome. I love it. I love it so much. So good.
Goated.
That's my 4, boys. That's my 4.
All right, Austin, what's your number 4?
Cuatro.
Bowden's gonna feel some type of way about it, but it's gonna be Demon Slayer. I watched season 1 4 times, and I've watched the movie 3 times. It is so good. There's so many like, oh my god, it like just when he first cuts the rock and he's fighting the spirit of one of the old students. Like it was just, I was so hyped. The Nezuko eventually learning how to use like the blood demon art at the very end of the that was sick as fuck. The whole fight with, I mean, I can't remember his name, but the dude, the Hashira, that's
can't remember his name, huh? But it's number 4.
Water Hashira. There's a lot of Hashiras to remember. I'm bad with names.
Oh, Gyu.
Yeah, Gyu. Yeah. One of my favorite. I can't wait to see any more of him. He is just so dope. Comes in smooth as fuck, smooth criminal all the time, just doing his thing. Love it. Absolutely. Just can't get enough of it. I'm so good, excited for the season 2. So excited.
It is so good, dude. The thing with Demon Slayer though is that like every episode, like you talk about Naruto, it's like, yeah, when it's good, it's amazing. You're right. But Demon Slayer, it is always amazing, and it is always good.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
It's always amazing to you.
Every episode is good.
There's always some crazy shit happening.
Oh god, the animation is so beautiful too.
Oh, I know the water, bro. Like that drawn water animation is so good,
so sexy. All right, on to Bowden's number 4. What sport anime is he gonna put here?
Oh my fucking god, dude! Oh yeah, geez.
A slice of life, perhaps.
Yeah, number 4. Yeah, Chase, go ahead and talk shit on my number 4. Go ahead. Tell me if you want to talk shit on number 4 when it's Death Note.
Your number 4 is Death Note. It didn't even squeak in your top 3?
Oh. Death Note, otherwise known as the first anime most people watch because it's amazing and it's recommended as one of the best anime of all time. What else really needs to be said about Death Note? It's just almost perfect. Aside from the last like 12 episodes or whatever, which are not bad, they're just not great. But Death Note, nearly a perfect show. Incredibly compelling.
It is perfect.
Really interesting character dynamics, and really interesting philosophy in the show, and like a lot of big moral questions are asked in the show, and it's kind of people like you might make like people make the jokes about like 200 IQ stuff and like big brained content and shit like that, but like this really is a rather intelligent show, not like fucking Rick and Morty level intelligent, you know what I mean? But,
which is actually moving on to my number 3 spot.
Yeah, Rick and Morty. No, but yeah, this show, I mean, it's amazing. There's a reason most people recommend it as like the first anime you should watch, is because it's just fucking awesome. But yeah, Death Note number 4.
I don't want to talk about it. Let's go to number 3. The top 3. Our top 3 anime here, guys. Oh, I have goosebumps. This top 3 for me has been the top 3 since I've seen the anime. All 3 of them. I can't foresee these moving anytime soon.
This is the Shweebs top 3s.
Yeah. Nice,
that's
good.
Nice.
That's good.
Nice.
Another shirt.
That's a shirt.
That's another shirt right there. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. Number 3 for me is another 12 episode anime called Erased. For those of you that have seen it, Bowden's getting up and leaving the room. That's fine.
We lost Bowden, guys. We lost Bowden.
It's okay. All right.
He could be coming into your room. You better watch out.
He's upstairs. I'll hear him. Erased is one of the most beautiful stories ever told, and it's told in 12 episodes. It is so like I'm a romantic, all right? I like a beautiful story. I love like it's just the connection that it builds between the characters, and I love just every moment, like the story that it tells. Oh my god, I'm just gonna get trolled by you guys if I talk about it, but it is so. Eraser. You googled Eraser. That's not the anime.
Okay. Look at that. The classics.
Yeah,
the classics.
Yeah, okay, good try.
Remember these from school? The worst erasers.
God, it follows a guy that kind of gets he has like this ability to see forward in time a few seconds at a time. It's not like an ability he can control though. It kind of happens randomly. You see in one of the earlier episodes, he uses it to save a kid from getting run over by a truck. And you kind of learn that he has this ability that he can't really control. He's hung up on the past. He's kind of going nowhere in life. He's, like a lot of us, really. He's like, doesn't know what to do, really. And he's just kind of complacent and sitting still in life, waiting for something to happen.
That's a problem in Japan specifically. That's probably why.
Yeah. And
like a lot of
just really struggling mentally where he is and stuff. Well, it just so happens that on one of these days, the power takes him back in time, actually, to like when he was in grade school, hanging out with his like boyish kid friends and stuff. And it unravels like a story, like it follows like an event that he could have changed or he wanted to change about a missing girl. Like there was a string of kidnappings and murders that took place in his hometown a while ago when he was a kid, and he kind of repressed it. And the power kind of takes him back where he can kind of change things for the better and figured all that out. And it is so fucking beautiful and poetic, and it is so good. And I watched it 3 times, and please, everybody, it's 12 episodes. You can get it done in a fucking day. Oh, it is so good. I wish one of you
so
watched
Chase
it.
is number 3, the show that Tokyo Revengers ripped off. All right, cool. Good to know. Austin, what's your number 3?
Is this Tokyo Revengers?
No, it's not.
I was crossing my fingers hoping like, is it?
No, it's definitely not. Top 20, not top 10.
I've never seen a race, so I can't comment on it. So yeah, I guess
I put Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood in there as top 3 or my 3. I think I watched that. I watched both series twice. Fullmetal Alchemist original and then Fullmetal Alchemist. Well, Brotherhood being the original, I guess. Brotherhood. It's just so good. I mean, there's not like. The fights are crazy, obviously, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in between the fights and just episodes where they're kind of like talking and like discovering things and then just kind of traveling around and things are happening. And I like how it sort of like bounces between different characters as stories. Like it's not, they follow, I'm so bad with names. The Crimson Alchemist or whatever they call him. The other, Scar or something like that.
No, Scar.
Scar. No, yes. The Crimson Alchemist was another guy. I forget.
I did forget his name too.
Yeah, what's his fucking name?
We know who it is though.
It's like Soul. Kimberly.
Oh, it is.
That's
so
the Crimson Alchemist.
I just like how they like he was one of my favorite like initial characters that when they introduced him, he became one of my favorite characters in the show, I guess. But there's a lot of there's so much just cool shit that surrounds all the characters individually, the main characters, the side characters, the villains are really cool and sort of complex. I mean, minus a couple. There's
very
a lot
complex.
And that to me is what makes like, every character has like a specific like just so much involved, and it all just ties right into the whole main theme really well. I think it was so well written. It deserves my 3rd spot for sure. I haven't changed my top 3 for the last couple of years now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's solid, man. I appreciate that. Pick, man. Good job.
My number 3 is My Hero Academia.
What?
Okay.
Number 3, really?
Yeah. I love this show.
That's good.
Even with season 5 being a little bit slow at times. This show
Yeah.
has not stopped being one of my favorites. It's an anime. I've probably rewatched this anime more times than any other anime. I think I've rewatched this show so many fucking times, including all the times I watched like YouTubers react to this whole show. Yeah, I guess you guys have already talked about it a little bit, so there's really not much that I can add. I just love all the characters. I love the dynamics. I love the optimism of the show. I'm definitely not an optimist in real life, so when I see it in like a show, it gives me that feel good feeling. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
that kind of altruistic idealism that you don't see in real life ever. So it's nice when I see that in a show, kind of personified and like actually made real in a character like All Might and like Deku and all these characters. And
Yeah.
it's just so cool. I love it.
Yeah. So super beautiful.
And I love the ensemble cast. Like it's got a lot of characters to like love for different reasons. I love a good ensemble cast.
Yeah, they built a good class, like just the class itself, not like albeit the top 10 hero system, like all of them are awesome as well, but like
See,
the people
All
you
the
see
pro
all the time
heroes.
in the classes they're all super cool too.
there's just some bad quirks. Like there's just some quirks that
Yeah,
like,
you're gonna get that though. You're
I
gonna
know,
get
but
that.
that's why it was 6. Like if there was just they just removed like
quirks.
the
It's number
like-
6 because there
The
are some
quirks.
not good quirks. That's your excuse. There are some not good quirks.
No,
So
you
it's
know, I mean, it's just some of the characters like you just didn't
suck my
even have
dick,
to
Austin.
have.
I
Didn't even
love
have
it.
to have.
Number
I
6,
love the
I don't have
anime.
anything bad to say about it. It's in my number 6 still too.
It's the only bad thing I have to say.
All right,
Everything else is phenomenal.
we're getting down to the meat and beans here. Number 2.
Meat and potatoes.
Nope, just beans here. We don't
Just
have any-
beans.
Just beans?
Meat and beans.
That's what it is. Everybody loves meat.
Number
and beans.
2 is for me is the greatest shonen ever written. It is One Piece. It is unequivocally the best anime shonen that has ever aired. It is a fine wine, getting better every episode.
Damn it.
Every day. I don't read the manga. Sorry, manga people out there. I don't think we have any manga fans if we do. But oh my god, it is just I know it's Phone's number 1, so I don't want to talk about it too much, but dude, it is like we're trying to get Austin to watch it right now, and it is
What do you mean
just
trying? I'm watching it.
you're barely watching it. It's
Shut the fuck
don't
up.
lie to the fans.
I'm watching.
They'll sniff that out. They smell a lie. Like they're fucking hounds, dude. But it's just the greatest adventure ever written in anime. It truly is. I was a hater for a long time on this anime. I was like, oh, pirates, this is fucking stupid. And I was like, oh, it's just dumb. Bowden finally got me to watch it, and it is ever since then I have been a diehard One Piece fan.
Who's that?
Man.
Is this One Piece?
Bowden,
Yeah.
get off this. Don't show him even this character. He's not even allowed to look at this character yet.
Oh, okay. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, Katakuri's dope.
Oh,
Gotta
I've
have
seen
Katakuri
the
on
fight
screen.
with a little bit of the fight with this guy.
But
I don't know what's going on.
honest to
but-
God, like I could pick 10. Oh my God. It's just, it has everything you want in an anime in it. And it really is just getting better every day and just every week. And we should all bow down to Lord Oda and gobble his nuts and do everything we can to preserve his legacy and life. We should protect
Yes.
him. He should have a monument built to him upon Mount Fuji. And that's all I can say about it. It's just great, and you need to watch it. It's so good.
I'm waiting to comment until I talk about it.
Yep. And
So we can
Zoro
move on.
Zoro is just my favorite anime character of all time. I'll say that too. He's just the greatest. Second favorite, actually. I don't know.
I wonder who the first is.
And well, yeah, it's great. He's great.
Oh,
Austin.
right. I know who the first
Number-
is. There we
What
go.
the fuck is Austin's number two?
Austin.
And why is it Tokyo Revengers? That's the question.
and how did Boruto make it this high? on the list?
Oh,
That's
that's
the
so
question.
funny.
If Boruto is number 1 or 2, I'm gonna leave. I'm done with this podcast.
We're gonna end the recording.
You guys are
There's no
fucking
way it could be.
assholes.
There's no fucking way
Like,
it could
it's
be.
not. It's not. It's not even a top 10. How? What? That's ridiculous.
Thank God.
Boruto. No.
Yeah, it's Boruto. I got you guys.
You fucking got us.
you know? Oh my
All
god.
right, what is it?
No,
Austin?
it's Attack on Titan, and I know Bowden hates it. And he's gonna.
Yes.
Oh, okay. You're actually gonna type it in. Yeah.
I got you.
Everything about Attack on Titan. I don't think I could think of an anime that every single episode for like the almost 4 full seasons now, give or take a handful, where every episode leaves me on the edge of my seat. I have absolutely no idea what's going to happen next. Every time I think I know like something that's going to happen, I'm wrong. Every time I think I understand a character, I'm wrong. I have no idea how any of it's going to play out.
That drawing right there is just fucking insane, man.
Yeah, I mean, that
Also-
whole first season was phenomenal
Oh,
to
God.
just lead into all the every episode's a plot twist, a bombshell discovery. Like, I mean, the scene that the basement scene chase is all I'll talk about. Just leave it at that. Crazy. I mean, for a conversation, in my opinion, to leave me like mouth open, glued to the screen, watching every single word fly across the screen as like subtitles was just fucking nuts. I mean, I just cannot get enough of it. It's
Oh, man.
great. I think it's so well written. I just cannot think of another series that and the speeches are always on point. It's crazy. I love it.
God, it's
I
good.
do.
It's good. It's very good. Bowden, what is your number 2 anime, and why is it?
Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yeah, I know. what you're
Nice.
talking
All right.
about.
No, I appreciate that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Need I say more?
It's
you know how I said Death
fine.
Note was like a smart show. Fullmetal Alchemist is actually fucking big brained. It's actually like one of the smartest anime you will ever watch. The philosophical questions, the questions of morality, of war, all of that stuff are of racism. Like, it's all tackled in this show in such meaningful, epic ways and in really intelligent, like clever ways. And the action is fucking secondary to me. I don't give a fuck about the action in that show. The action is amazing and it's always well animated. Studio Bones does it, and Bones does a fucking amazing job with it. And it's the action is fucking secondary. I don't even give a shit about it. I care about like the storytelling in that show because it's top tier fucking storytelling and it's
All right.
amazing.
That's enough of that. We're gonna move on to our number 1s. I already know what
Say
everybody's.
it.
I already know what everybody's.
We already know what you're gonna pick. So you might as well
Death
just type
Note.
it in and
It's
get it
Death
over with.
Note. It's Death Note, and it's just amazing. I've watched this series literally over 10 times now, and it is good every single time that I watch it. Just the writing behind the story, that like the twists and turns, the characters, L, Light, Misa, everybody and everything about this anime is so fucking good. And it's so different. It's not like a fucking typical shonen. It's like you're following the villain of the anime, which I love. I love that like perspective that it takes. And it's just, oh my God, it's a battle of wits the entire time. And it's like the combat isn't physical, it's mental. And every episode, they're trying to big brain outplay one another and figure out what's happening. And nobody can figure out that Light is Kira. Oh my God. That was- oh.
Nice.
We're not going to talk about the musical or
Nice.
the Netflix adaptation. Those are water garbage that should be flushed.
Netflix adaptation.
Oh, that was maybe the worst thing Netflix has ever done.
Look at that.
Look at him.
Look at how beautiful that
I
is.
stopped watching the Netflix Death Note movie when he first saw Ryuk. He turned around and shrieked like a little girl and fell backwards over like a trash can. He's like, ah, and like flew around. It was
Looks
the
like
most.
a wrinkled up Venom.
Oh God, wasn't it William Dafoe who did Willem Dafoe?
Willem.
Yeah, Willem Dafoe.
And Lakeith
William.
Stanfield played L.
Oh God, he's on top right now. He's doing great. We love him. Yeah,
On
Death
top.
Note to me is a perfect anime. I understand the people that dislike when L died and when N came in and Mello and everybody, but it really is good. Watch it again. It really is good what they do. They're awesome, and it's, oh my God, they're fucking great. The monologue,
Yeah, Death
the
Note.
importance
It's
take
awesome. It's
philosophically.
so fucking good.
It's just so fucking well.
And the
written.
movie's fantastic.
And the writers, literally like in 2 days or something, are coming out with a new series,
I was
Platinum
gonna
End.
talk about that.
So
It looks like it's gonna
that's-
be
Oh, yeah.
sick as fuck.
We're gonna watch that and review that. Chainsaw
I
Man
hope
and
it's
that.
good. I hope it's good.
It better be, man. But
I'm excited.
that's my number 1, man. That is, I don't foresee that changing until One Piece ends. We'll see how that goes. All right, Austin. Why is it Boruto?
I think we know what Austin's number
I think
one
we all
is.
know. You could just go ahead and start typing it in. fucking Naruto.
I shall
my
type
guy.
it in.
Naruto. I don't care about any of anyone else's opinions. Believe
Believe
it.
it.
I don't care about the Otsutsukis. I don't care about filler. I don't care about any of it. It is so top tier #1 for me. I could spend a whole episode's worth of talking about moments
We
that
might.
have me just fully worked up in my bag, just heart shattered into millions of pieces every single time, and then also put back together again. They put it back together again for me. It's so good. I love Naruto's stories. Probably my favorite main character out of anything. I just think his whole childhood sucked so bad, and he ends up I feel like I grew up with him too. I feel like I grew up because I started it when like
When we were kids,
like
yeah.
2000s. Is when I
Tsunami and
started
shit.
watching it. So it just I just watched him get older as a teenager. I'm watching him be a teenager, and then now as or on paper I'm an adult. I'm watching him as an adult. Like it just it's so yeah. I mean, we'll see how that goes, but it's really good. I mean, I think it's the one series that I've just cried at for just so many times, so many different things. The villains are always great. There's always I mean, Talk No Jutsu is funny, but it's hearing all of the villains have like complex backstories, and they're kind of all, for the most part, really had shitty runs at it, and that's why they're villains, minus a couple. I love that. So yeah, I think Naruto is always going to be my #1. One Piece will probably work its way real close.
Oh, shut up.
I'm confident.
Watch One Piece before
I just
you're not
don't think
even
it
there yet, man.
I just don't think it is yet.
All right, let's talk about this one because it's oh my god.
Guys, do your thing.
God. Oh my god.
My #1 is One Piece
Because
it is the best fucking anime of all time.
Oh yes.
Best fucking anime. Where's my webcam? Best of all time. You want emotion? You want a heartfelt story? Watch fucking One Piece. I have never cried as hard watching One Piece. This world, the most fleshed out, imaginative, fun, quirky universes of anything ever. Oda is a god. I would prostrate myself before him and allow him.
I would allow him to enter me at any time.
Oda, if you're listening to this,
please. Oh my god.
I love every single character in this show. I love every single story arc in this show. It is so emotionally compelling. I've said that phrase so many times, but every single show in my top 10 is emotionally compelling. The storytelling is top tier. Even if some devil fruits aren't named well, Austin doesn't like some of the names of the devil fruits. Like you to come up with some better names.
Just don't have them at all.
Oh my god, it's all fucking amazing. It's oh my god, it's so good. Watch One Piece, guys.
It's, people who are like, oh, it's too long. It's such a long anime. I can't watch it. Once you start watching it, you're going to realize it's not long enough. It needs to be longer. We need more episodes of One Piece. Not less. More. Give us more, please.
Please.
God, it is. Dude, it is seriously like the best. I have to wait till the end to really throw it above Death Note. But where we're at now, the anime currently is in Wano. It's been in Wano for 2 fucking years. But
yeah.
Every single episode of Wano, nearly, I have cried. That's it. Not me joking. That is me telling everybody right now, I'm a big baby, and every single episode is emotionally charged enough and powerful enough to make me cry in some way. It's that fucking good. Everything about it is that good.
Manly ass tears, mind
Manly, thick, big, girthy tears hitting the floor.
Viscous tears.
Viscous, girthy tears.
It's so fucking raw, man. Have we not done a One Piece episode yet, dude? We've been doing this podcast for fucking a few months now.
So I'll just wait for anybody to chime in.
We've been waiting for you to get to. Yeah, we really can't do.
Get to episode 1,000 already. Jesus, dude.
Stop what you're doing.
Making his way through. I'm happy for him.
He's not though, because he's lying about watching it.
Chase doesn't fucking believe me.
Lying about watching it. I know he's not.
I'm literally. I told you it's been a couple days since I've watched it, but that doesn't mean I'm not powering through it to get to where you guys
right
are.
now. And
I
don't
told you
fucking lie, because the fans know.
I told you where I'm at. They
He's
just,
about to see Ace for a little
yeah,
bit.
he's about to.
Oh
I
yeah,
assume board
still
the
at
ship.
that point. Still
Yeah, it's
at
been
that
a couple
point.
days.
Fans,
Chase.
remember back when we recorded the last episode and we asked him about that and how he's at the same
your boy
fucking
is in a
moment.
band and he has to practice for the band so that way he can quit his shitty job and stop working at a shitty corporate job for the rest of his fucking life. So he doesn't always have time to watch One Piece, but he's trying, fans. So ignore Chase's stupid ass.
Hey guys, give the show
Ace
a like
does
and
have a
comment.
stupid ass.
Give your comment in the or put your comment. What am I saying? Everybody comment and tell tell Austin to make a decision between music or podcasting as his
career
and
or
tell him
podcasting.
podcasting and tell him One Piece.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's music career or One Piece. Those are my two options.
One Piece.
This is Chase's face
One
when he
Piece.
finds out that Austin hasn't watched One Piece for a few days.
Also,
know,
just
it's
like,
ridiculous.
oh my god, dude! Just can we throw up Drake Huel Mihawk real quick? I just throw my boy up on the screen. Throw up.
I did it
Whitebeard.
for you guys.
Throw up,
I
like,
started it for you guys. It
There's
wasn't
so
for me.
many. Just every villain and like every great villain in anime is in.
He's sick as fuck.
This is one of the most raw characters ever drawn right here. Like I
No.
can't even speak
You
right
got it.
now. I'm taking psychic damage as we speak.
Psychic damage.
Oh my god! Look at him. The drip. Drip too hard, don't stand too close.
It's the sideburns going into the mustache that I just...
And the pencil stash
very
is
true.
sexy.
Yeah.
The black blade. You don't even know about black blades yet, Austin. God. Okay, get off. Stop showing him stuff. He's not allowed to. I don't want him to look at things yet. He's not allowed to look at shit yet.
Yeah, he's not allowed. Fuck
I don't
you.
fucking think you're allowed to look at shit yet.
Not allowed.
Okay, that's our chaotic top 10. It only took us an hour and a half to get through. So anybody's still listening, kudos to you. I can't believe that. Very good job, everybody.
Nah,
Don't
dude,
type in
I'm loving
Shweebs.
that.
That's actually what we are.
Yeah, we're just little humans
fuck?
in pods
Makes no
flying
fucking
around.
sense, dude. Whatever
What
that
the
is.
fuck?
I think we looked at this before.
Yeah,
to
it has
determine that this
no-
was
It
ridiculous.
has no meaning to me. Like I don't know
Makes
what it
no
is.
sense.
What do
Like,
I do with that? They're
like, for f-
human-powered racing pods. It says.
But like, why?
That's amazing.
I don't know. I mean, I would do it. I'd sit and pedal my ass off to race you guys in pods. Why
I
not?
would too, but
What
I
else
would
we
do
got
it.
going on?
yeah, I don't know.
I've
Uh,
seen the Phantom Menace pod racing is cool.
Yeah. And the
All right,
risk for
everybody.
death is probably pretty low.
That's the top 10 here on our podcast. Give us a like, give us a comment. Tell us what your top 10 is or what should have been there, what you didn't like was there. Leave a comment. Follow us on our
Yeah.
social media pages in the description there. Anything else you guys want to plug before we get out of here?
Not yet.
Also, do you have any shows you want to talk about? A little show?
Not yet. We're working. Got,
All right,
got
cool.
some fan stuff
Austin's
today.
got
and
news
Sunday.
coming. He's
It's
got it
coming.
coming.
It's in
Stay
the
tuned.
works. What is happening next week? We have no fucking idea. This has been Shweebs Anime Extravaganza. See you guys next time.
See you guys.
Bye.